everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. Today I'm going to do a review of some products that were sent to me recently by Lorac. They sent me their POREfection Mattifying Face Primer to try, and they also sent me their new POREfection Foundation. And they sent this in two colors, so I received it in both light medium and light beige. So there's where the color label is on the box. So I'm going to be trying that for you today. I'm wearing both of them now. First I'm going to tell you a little bit about the products, then we're going to cut to the video of me applying it for the first time. Then I'll come back in later after having worn it all day and let you know how it wears. So the primer that they sent me, it's their POREfection. It's a mattifying face primer. This is oil-free, paraben-free, and fragrance-free. It also contains vitamins A, C, and E, and it has salicylic acid, which I'm hoping will be great for my skin because I tend to have some enlarged pores. I call this my orange peel skin up here. I have kind of large pores here that bug me. And I'm also a little bit acne prone right now. I'm having a bout of hormonal acne. So if this could help with that, that would be great. And so when I opened the box and saw this, I was just thrilled. I was like, oh my gosh, I hope this works. Now, I don't know if you watched my primer comparison video. If you didn't, I'll put the link here and also in the info box below. But in that video, I had Lorac primer. It was the I'm So Sensitive primer. And that primer came in as one of the top ones in my primer comparison. So I'm hoping that this one turns out to be just as good. And I like the ingredients. I like the whole mattifying and pore disguising aspect of it, and we will see if it works. All right, so on to the foundation. Okay, the foundation is also oil-free, paraben-free, and fragrance-free, and it comes in an SPF of 20. This is a mainly chemical sunscreen. This also contains vitamins A and E, and it also contains some plant extracts, olive leaf extract, lemon fruit extract, and papaya fruit extract. It seems like a nice little formulation. I hope the two of them work together great to really mattify and decrease the look of the pores on my skin. So let's give it a whirl. Let's go to the video of me using it for the first time. Lorac POREfection Mattifying Face Primer. Just going to use about that much. Wondering if we should try to zoom in on the pores. I feel like my worst and biggest pores are on my cheeks here. This feels very smooth and slippery. Feels like it's mainly a silicone base. So I have that on. So I'm just going to give that a minute to set up. See if we can see a difference in the pores after. And now we're going to try Lorac POREfection Pore Minimizing Foundation. And this is in the color PR3, which is light beige. It's about that much. You can see the consistency. Not too runny, but not overly thick either. Oh, it feels really kind of thick when I rub it between my fingers. I'm going to use a blending sponge. So the first coat gives fairly sheer coverage, so I'm just going to add a little bit more where I need to cover some things over. But in general, it blended very nicely, very smooth and even. It doesn't feel heavy. I feel like the color is just a little bit light for me right now. But the color aside, the finish is nice. It's not overly dewy. It's got kind of a nice soft focus sheen to it. So it's not shiny. It doesn't make me look oily, but it's very skin-like. And I feel like the pores at this point are definitely quite diminished. Especially on the forehead here, where I usually call that my orange peel skin. I don't feel like that looks so bad, although getting the glare off the lights accentuates everything, but I think in real life it looks pretty good. So let me just put on some blush and bronzer and we'll see how it accepts other products, and then I'll wear it all day and let you know how it was. And here is the Lorac foundation with blush, bronzer, and a little bit of setting powder just right under the eyes and on the forehead. So here is the Lorac POREfection foundation. I think I've had it on for something like 13 hours. Sorry, I'm tired. Where did the day go? Holy cow. I would say it is pretty much 98% worn off right now. So it certainly didn't last for 12 hours, but it didn't say it was long wearing, although I did use the primer with it, so I always hope for more wear out of the primer. I tried to check it in the mirror every 3 or 4 hours just to see how it was doing. It was a little drying in on my chin in just a few patches. Nothing major all over the face. So I think that if you have dry skin, that this probably might not be for you, but that if you have more oily skin and you don't mind something that's a little bit drying, that could be fine. So the good things on this product were that it was paraben free, unscented, it blended really nicely, really easily. It did disguise my pores pretty well. It wore nicely for about 6 or 8 hours, which was great, and it was sheer to medium coverage, and I'm sure that if I had added another layer, you could build it up to medium to full coverage. It wore off evenly, so even though it was wearing off, it didn't migrate around and slip around. It was very lightweight, clean feeling. It didn't feel heavy or occlusive when I put it on. It actually had quite a nice feeling to it, and it felt weightless and terrific all day. The cons are that it was a little bit drying in just one small patch here on my chin, but not really super drying overall. Okay, so overall, a good foundation, you know, not a knock it out of the park holy grail, but definitely something to maybe consider. All right, so that sums it all up. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope that you have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.